Surah 16. Surat, a Nahl, the bee. In the name of Allah, the Merciful, the Compassionate, Allah's affair has come, so seek ye not to hasten it. Glory be to Him, exalted be He above what they associate with Him. By the Spirit He sends down the angels concerning His affair, upon whom He wills among His servants, that they may warn. The fact is, there is no duty save me, so show piety towards me. He created the heavens and the earth in truth. Exalted be He above what they associate with Him. He created man from a drop, yet behold, he is a manifest cavalier, and the cattle also He has created for you. In them are warmth and varied benefits, and of them ye may eat, and in them there is also beauty for you when you fetch them home, and when ye take them out to pasture. Also they carry your heavy loads to a land ye would not be able to reach, save by overtaxing yourselves. Your Lord is indeed kindly compassionate, and He created horses and mules and asses, that ye may ride on them, and that they may be an adornment. Also He creates things of which ye know not. It is for Allah to give direction on the way. Some turn aside from it, but had He willed, He would have guided you all. He it is who has sent down water from the skies for you, of it is your drink, and from it are the bushes on which ye pasture your flocks. By it He makes the grain to grow for you, and the olives and the date palms, and the grapevines, and all kinds of fruit. In that indeed is a sign for a people who will ponder. Also He has subjected to you the night and the day, and the sun and the moon, and the stars, made subject by His command. In that indeed are signs for a people who are intelligent, and all the varied kinds of things He has made multiplied in the land for you. In that indeed there is a sign for people who will recollect. He it is who has made the sea subject, so that from it ye may eat fresh flesh, and that ye may extract from it ornaments that ye can wear. And thou seest the ships ploughing along therein, and all this is so that ye may seek of His bounty, and maybe ye will be thankful. Also He cast mountains upon the earth, lest it should move with you, and rivers and paths, that perchance ye might get guidance, and landmarks, though by the skies also they get guidance. Is then one who creates as one who does not create? Will you not recollect? Should ye attempt to number up Allah's favors, you would not be able to count them. Allah is indeed forgiving, compassionate, and Allah knows what you keep secret and what ye make public. But those they invoke apart from Allah do not create a thing, for they themselves are created, dead, not alive. They are not aware when they will be raised. Your God is one God, but those who do not believe in the hereafter, their hearts are given to denial, and they are arrogant. There is no doubt but that Allah knows what they keep secret and what they make public. He indeed loves not the arrogant. And when they are asked, what is that which your Lord has sent down? And they say, tales of the ancients. And this is so they may bear the burdens completely on the resurrection day, and part of the burdens of those whom without knowledge they led astray. Is not that which they will bear an evil thing? And those who preceded them made their stratagems, but Allah came at their bidding from the foundations, so that the roof over them fell in upon them, and the punishment came upon them from whence they were unaware. Then on the day of resurrection He will put them to shame, and will say, where are my associates, over whom ye were causing divisions? Those to whom the knowledge of true religion has been given will say, verily the shame and the evil are today on the unbelievers, those who the angels take in death, while they are wronging their own souls, and who make an offer of submission, saying, we were not doing any evil, will hear in reply, Nay, indeed, Allah has knowledge of what ye have been doing. So enter ye the gates of Gehenna, therein to abide forever. So how bad is the abiding place of the overweeningly proud. To those who have shown piety will be said, What is this that your Lord has sent down? They will say, A good thing. For those who do well, there is a fine reward in this world. Nevertheless, the dwelling of the hereafter is better, and how excellent is the dwelling of those who show piety, gardens of Eden, which they will enter, beneath which rivers flow, in which they may have whatsoever they wish. Thus does the law recompense those who show piety. To those whom the angels take in death, while they are doing good to their own souls, they will say, Peace be upon you, enter ye the garden because of what ye have been doing. Do they expect anything other than that the angels will come to them, or that the command of thy Lord will come? Thus did those who preceded them act, and Allah wronged them not, but they were wronging their own souls. So the evil of what they had done finally reached them, and there encompassed them that of which they had been making jest. Those who have associated other deities with the law say, Had Allah willed, we should not have worshipped anything apart from Him, neither we nor our fathers, and not a thing should we have declared unlawful apart from Him. Thus did those who preceded them act, but are the messengers responsible for anything more than a clear proclamation? In every community we have raised up a messenger to say, Worship ye Allah and avoid idolatry. So among them were some whom Allah guided, and among them were some whom error was the right thing. So journey in the land and see how the final outcome was, for those who counted the message false. If thou art anxious about their guidance, know that Allah does not guide those whom He sends astray, and for them there are no helpers. Now they have sworn by Allah the strongest oath they possess, that Allah will not raise anyone who dies. Nay, but it is a promise He must bring true. Yet most of the people do not know. His message comes that He may make clear to them about which they differ, and that those who have disbelieved may know that they were speaking falsely. Our word to a thing, when we have willed it, is only that we say to it, Be, and it is. For those who have emigrated for Allah's sake after they have been treated unjustly, we shall assuredly provide an excellent place in this world, though the reward of the hereafter is greater. Did they but know, for those who patiently endure and put their trust in their Lord. Before thee we have sent none but men to whom we gave revelation. So acts the people of reminder, if ye do not know, with evidential signs and scriptures. And we have sent down to thee the reminder, that thou mayest make clear to the people what has been sent down to them, and that perchance they may ponder. Are then those who have plotted evil things so sure that Allah will not make the earth sink with them, or that the punishment will not come to them whence they are unaware? Or that He will not take them in their comings and goings, for they are not able to resist Him? Or that He will not overtake them by some terrifying thing? Yet your Lord is kindly, compassionate. Have they not looked at those things which Allah has created, whose shadows turn about from right to left, doing obeisance to Allah, while they are of no account? Whatever is in the heavens, and whatever animals are on earth, and the angels do obeisance to Allah, and they are not arrogant. They fear their Lord, who is above them, and do what they are bidden. Allah has said, Take not for yourselves two deities. He is only one God. Me therefore reverence me. His is whatsoever is in the heavens and the earth, and His is the religion unceasingly. Will ye then show piety to other than Allah? Whatever favors ye have are from Allah. Then when trouble touches you, to him ye are lowing like cattle. And when he removes the trouble from you, behold, one party of you associates other deities with their Lord, that they may show their ingratitude for what we have given them. Enjoy yourselves then, for anon ye will know. And they appoint for that which they know not a share out of that with which we have provided them. By Allah, ye will most assuredly be questioned about what you were inventing. And they appoint daughters for Allah, glory be to him. Yet they have what they long for. So when one of them is given the announcement of a daughter, his face is clouded with black looks, and he is inwardly grieving. He hides himself from the people because of the evil of what has been announced to him. Shall he keep it with the disgrace, or shall he bury it in the dust? Or shall he bury it in the dust? Is that which they judge an evil thing? For those who believe not in the hereafter, there is an evil similitude. But for Allah is the highest similitude, and he is the sublime, the wise. Were the earth to take men in their wrongdoing, he would not leave on earth a beast, but he postpones them to a term appointed, and when their term has come, they will not retard it an hour, nor will they advance it. They appoint for Allah what they themselves loathe, and their tongues set forth what is false, namely that for them is the better lot. Yet there is no doubt, but for them is the fire, and thereto will they be hastened. By Allah, we have sent messengers before thee to communities, but Satan made their works fair seeming to them, so he is today their patron, and for them is painful punishment. And we have not sent down the book to thee, save that thou mightest make clear to them about that which they differ, and to be a guidance and a mercy to a people who believe. Allah has sent down water from the skies, and thereby quickened the earth after its deadness. In that indeed there is a sign to people who will hearken, and truly for you in the cattle is a lesson. We provide drink for you from what is in the bellies thereof, what is in the underside thereof, from between the filth and the blood, pure milk, a pleasing beverage for those who drink. And from the fruits of the date palms and the grapevines, and from which you take for yourselves intoxicating drink, and excellent provision. In that indeed is a sign for who have intelligence. Also thy Lord has spoken by revelation to the bee, saying, take for thyself houses in the mountains, and in the trees, and in the hives men construct, then eat from all the fruits, and move humbly along the paths of thy Lord. From their bellies come forth the drink of varied color, in which is healing for men. In that indeed there is a sign for those who ponder. Allah has created you, then he will cause you to die, though among you are some who will be kept back till the most decrepit stage of life, where one will not know a thing after having had knowledge. Allah indeed is knowing, powerful, and Allah has favored some of you above others in the matter of provision, and yet those who have been favored do not impart of their provision to those whom their right hands possess, so that they share equally therein. Is then that which they dispute Allah's boon? Allah has appointed for you wives from among yourselves, and from your wives has appointed you sons and helpers, and has provided for you from the good things of the earth. Is it that then that they will believe in the false, and be ungrateful for Allah's boons? And they worship apart from Allah that which possesses not a thing in the heavens or the earth, as a provision for them. nor are they able to gain possession of such. So do not set forth similitudes for Allah knows and ye do not know. Allah has set forth a parable, a slave possessed by a master, who has no power over anything, and one to whom we have given excellent provision from ourselves, so that therefrom he disperses charity secretly and openly. Are they on an equality? Praise be to Allah. Nay, but most of them do not know. And Allah has set forth a parable of two men, one of whom is dumb, and who has no power over anything, and is a burden to his master. For no matter where he sends him, he brings no good. Is he on an equality with one who enjoins what is equitable and is on the straight path? Allah's is the unseen of the heavens and the earth, and the matter of the hour is as near as the twinkling of an eye, or even nearer. Allah indeed is powerful over everything. Allah has brought you forth from the bellies of your mothers, ye not knowing anything, and has arranged hearing and seeing in hearts for you, and that perchance ye may be thankful. Have they not looked at the birds under the service in the sky's vault? No one holds them in hand save Allah. In that indeed are signs for people who will believe. Also Allah has appointed for you in your houses a habitation, and appointed for you houses from the skins of your flocks, that ye may find them light of weight on the day you strike tents, and on the day you set them up, and from their wool and their fur and their hair furnishings and enjoyment for a while. And Allah has appointed for you from that which He has created things for shade, and from the mountains He has appointed for you places of shelter, and He has appointed for you garments which will protect you from the heat, and garments which will protect you from your violence towards one another. Thus does He perfect His favor to you, that perchance ye may be submissive. So if they turn their backs, thou art responsible only for a clear proclamation of the message. They recognize Allah's favor, then they deny it, and the most part of them are unbelievers. On the day when we raise up from the earth each people a witness, that no permission to speak will be given to those who disbelieve, and they will not be invited to make themselves acceptable. And when those who have done wrong see the punishment, it will not be lighted for them, nor will they be respited. When those who have associated other deities with Allah see their associate gods, they will say, O our Lord, these are our associate gods whom we invoked instead of Thee. But the associate gods will cast the words back at them, saying, Indeed, ye are speaking falsely. On that day they will offer submission to Allah, and there will stray from them that which they were inventing. Those who have disbelieved and turned others from the path of Allah, for them we shall increase punishment on top of punishment, because of the corruption they have been causing. And on the day we shall raise up in each people a witness against them. From among themselves we have brought thee as witness against these Meccans, and we have sent down to thee the book as an explanation for everything, and a guidance and a mercy, and good tidings to those who submit themselves. Allah indeed enjoins equity, and the doing of good, and giving to kinsfolk, and He forbids dishonorable conduct, and what is reproved and iniquity. He admonishes you that maybe ye will be reminded. So fulfill Allah's covenant when ye have made a covenant, and break not an oath after ye have pledged it. For ye have appointed Allah surety over you. Truly Allah knows what ye do. Be not like her who untwisted her spinning into threads after it has been strongly spun, taking your oaths as but a pretense amongst yourselves, as one community may be more numerous than another. Allah is only thereby making trial over you. On the day of resurrection he will most assuredly make clear to you about which ye differ. Had Allah so willed, he would have made you a single community, but he leads astray whom he wills and guides whom he wills, and ye will most assuredly be questioned about what you have been doing. So do not take oaths as a pretense amongst yourselves, lest a foot slipped after it has been firmly planted. And ye taste an evil because ye have turned others from the path of the law, and for you there is a mighty punishment. And do not purchase by Allah's covenant some paltry value. Verily that which is with Allah is better for you, did ye but know. That which is with you will pass away, but that which is with Allah abides, and we shall most assuredly recompense those who have been patiently waited for the reward. Rewarding them with the best of what they have been doing. Whosoever acts righteously, whether male or female, and is a believer, him we shall most assuredly quicken to a good life, and recompense him with the best of what he has been doing as his reward. Now, when thou recitest the lesson, take refuge with the law from Satan the stone. The fact is, he has no authority over those who believe and who put their trust in their Lord. His authority is over those who take him as their patron, and those who associate other deities with him. And when we substitute a verse in place of a verse, and Allah well knows what he sends down, they say thou art only an inventor of revelations. Nay, but the most part of them do not know. Say, the Spirit of holiness brought it down from thy Lord with truth, in order that it might establish firmly those who believe, and be guidance and good tidings to those who submit themselves. We know that they are saying it is only a man who teaches him. The speech of him at whom they hint is foreign, but this is clear Arabic speech. Verily those who do not believe in Allah's signs, Allah will not guide them, and for them is a painful punishment. The only ones who invent falsehood are those who do not believe in Allah's signs. Those are they who speak falsely. Whosoever disbelieves in Allah after having been a believer, save one who is compelled to recant, though his heart remains tranquil in the faith, but whosoever causes his breast by unbelief, on him is anger from Allah, and for him is a mighty punishment. And that is because they have loved the life of this present world more than the hereafter, and because Allah does not guide the unbelieving people. Those are they upon whose hearts and hearing and sight Allah has set a seal. And those are the careless ones, and there is no doubt but that in the hereafter they are the ones who lose. Then verily to those who emigrated after the trials they suffered, then strove hard and endured patiently, truly thy Lord after that is forgiving, compassionate. On the day when every soul will come making its plea for itself, each soul will be fully paid for the deeds it has done, and they will not be wronged. Now Allah has set forth a parable, a town, which was safe, tranquil, whose provision came to it abundantly from every place, but it was ungrateful for Allah's bounties, so Allah made it taste of the vesture of hunger and fear because of what its townsfolk had been doing. Then there came to them a messenger from among themselves, but they considered him false. So the punishment took them while they were doing wrong. So eat what is lawful and good of that which Allah has provided you, and be thankful for Allah's bounty, if ye are those who worship him. He has forbidden to you only what has died of itself, blood, swine's flesh, and that which is offered to any other than Allah. But should anyone be compelled, not lusting for it, nor willfully transgressing, then Allah is forgiving, compassionate, and say not, in accordance with what your tongues would falsely assert, and this is lawful and this is forbidden, framing up falsehood against Allah. Truly those who frame up falsehood against Allah will not prosper. A little enjoyment will be theirs, then for them is a painful punishment. To those who are Jews we made forbidden that which we formerly related to thee. We did not wrong them, though they were wronging themselves. Then truly to those who in ignorance have wrought evil, then after that have repented and reformed, truly thy Lord after that is certainly forgiving, compassionate. Verily Abraham was a community in himself, obedient to Allah, a Hanif, and was not of those who associate other deities with Allah, but was thankful for his bounties. He chose him and guided him to a straight path, and we gave him in this world an excellent portion, and in the hereafter he will indeed be among the righteous. Then we spoke to thee by revelation, saying, Follow thou the religion of Abraham, a Hanif, and one who is not of those who associate. The Sabbath was instituted only for those who differed about it. Verily thy Lord will deliver judgment between them on resurrection day in regard to that about which they differ. Summon thou to the way of thy Lord with wisdom and goodly admonition, and dispute with them in a most goodly manner. Verily thy Lord well knows about him who errs from his way, and he well knows about those who submit to guidance. If ye Muslimin exact vengeance, then exact it to the measure it has been exacted from you. But truly, if ye patiently endure, that is better for those who patiently endure. So thou patiently endure, though thy patiently enduring is only through the favor of Allah, and grieve not over them, and be not narrowly distressed at the stratagems they plot. Allah indeed is with those who show piety, and with those who are doers of good. And I forgot the prostration verses. Don't know how I missed them, but is it 48 through 50? Have they not observed all things that Allah hath created? How their shadows incline to the right and to the left, making prostrations unto Allah, and they are lowly, and unto Allah maketh prostration, whatever is in the heavens and whatsoever is in the earth, of living creatures, and the angels also, and they are not proud. They fear their Lord above them, and do what they are bidden. أَوَلَمْ يَرَوْا إِلَّا مَا خَلَقَ اللَّهُ مِنْ شَيْءٍ يَتَفَيَّأُ ظِلَالُهُ عَنِ الْيَمِينِ وَالشَّمَائِلِ سُجَّدًا لِلَّهِ وَهُمْ دَاخِرُونَ. وَلِلَّهِ يَسْجُدُ مَا فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَمَا فِي الْأَرْضِ مِنْ دَابَّةٍ وَالْمَلَائِكَةُ وَهُمْ لَا يَسْتَكْبِرُونَ يَخَافُونَ رَبَّهُمْ مِنْ فَوْقِهِمْ وَيَفْعَلُونَ مَا يُؤْمَرُونَ. There are 15 places where you prostrate the nose and the forehead, each hand, each knee, each feet, the toes, and the rest of you pointing towards Mecca. Remember that the person, it's the people who commit infanticide that are saying, I've got a bad or an even evil sign in my child. So they kill their child. But we're turned around to question, is it their judgment that's evil? And, let's be like the bee. We get together, we hum, Ameen, and then we go out and produce that which is a healing unto the world. So let's go to our place of worship, join together in what's right. Ameen. The cattle, it's the lesson of producing something beneficial to others. The blood's beneficial to ourselves. And obviously, of what we encounter, there's waste products. But may it become our blood. May it become our milk, per se.
but there are other points, comment, and question on any of these.